I'll give you 30 seconds, Dan, on the big topic in baseball. Yes. Pete Rose and Shoeless Joe Jackson eligible for the Hall of Fame. Your take?
I don't see why he should be. I feel...
Which one?
Now,
Both?
I don't think they broke knowingly the cardinal golden rule in baseball. It is for life, and I understand they've both since passed on, obviously, but why should I be in position to defend the stance of why they should not be allowed back in, right? Like,
Could you make a distinction, though, Pete Rose, as a player versus manager? As a player, nobody was better in terms of what he did.
It's clear. Why do we have to bend and amend the very clear-cut rule that is plastered over every clubhouse? Why do I have to go and defend that rule that everybody knows about, that you are banned for life from baseball? You are ineligible. You don't get into the Hall of Fame. There's nothing ambiguous about it. Why do I have to go and reconcile that? That's the better question.
There are two Pete Roses. There's Pete Rose, the player,
but does it matter?
The manager.
And how and why should that matter?
Because I want to see the best guys, and this is part of history. Half his stuff is in that Hall of Fame already. Why shouldn't he be?
Because he clearly disqualified
as a
himself.
manager, not as a player.
He clearly, it doesn't matter in baseball. Period. End of sentence. Whether you are an equipment manager, whether you are a bat boy, whether you are the pitching coach, whether you are a player, whether you're a manager, he disqualified himself actively, knowingly, consciously, and then deceptively.
All right, Barry Bonds?
Absolutely put him in.
I agree with that.
So do I.
But I agree with Rose.
I do agree with him about Shoeless Joe. I agree with you, Bob, about the distinction between player and manager, although I hear what Dan is saying. But Shoeless Joe Jackson through the World Series.
Yeah. I mean,
that's more than a minor infraction.
And why do we even as a baseball society want to go down the slippery slope, especially with sports betting as prevalent and accessible as it is, that we saw in the Pirates clubhouse a few years ago with Tucupita Marcano? Why do we even want to give an inch, a millimeter of ground on this, especially in this day and age? Why would we ever want to do that? Everybody on planet Earth, sports fans or otherwise, are looking at everything with a skeptical and conspiratorial eye. It is the dumbest thing that I think you could possibly do, not only in baseball, but in sport, to plant a seed of doubt in the conspiracy era in which we live. It is self-sabotaging.
I asked Dan for his opinion, and he didn't disappoint, Bob.
He didn't go down to the depths below Satan on this one, but he went down pretty good.
Pretty good stuff. Thank you, Dan.
Dan Zangrilli.
Bye now.
He seems to get nicer by the minute, doesn't he, Bob?
I'm not mad. That's impressive.
It is pretty impressive.